Retro here, and welcome to my very first action figure unboxing. Welcome to my toy loft. This is where I get to take a look at all the cool displays that I have around. From WWE Hasbro figures, Elites, Street Fighter, Batman, G.I. Joes, my bobbleheads, and my turtles behind me. This is where I get to enjoy it all, and I'm glad to have you along with me. Now, what are we going to be unboxing today? This is a weird one. Because with all due respect, I've never even watched an episode of this show, and it's a bit embarrassing. But let's get into it. So today we will be unboxing Jakks Pacific Bartman figure from the world famous Simpsons show. Now, like I said before, I've actually have never seen an episode of The Simpsons. This was a show that I wasn't allowed to watch as a child. My mother felt that it was a little too adult-ish for me as a child, so I was never able to watch. So you're going to say, why are we interested in this? And I'm going to tell you why. It's because of this right here. This NES video game I played, and I loved it. And what was my favorite part about it? Bartman. When you got to play as Bartman, that was my favorite. So here is my Bartman figure. Let's get it open. So I'm going to just take my scissors and cut it up. This way we can get into here. While I'm opening it, I'll talk a little bit about the box. This is a very simple box, right? This is made by Jakks Pacific, who used to make WWF action figures back in the day. Pretty standard, white box, a little bit of art, just of the figures. I gotta be honest with you, one thing that I really like about these figures, in particular the Simpsons figures, is that they could build the whole world of Simpsons figures. And if you're a Simpsons fan, that's really cool. Now, I was more of a South Park fan, and that's something that I would enjoy a bit more. And I believe that they did come out with something like that, but I don't know. I just don't have space for another collection right now. So here is Bart's skateboard. He also comes with, and this is what I think is really cool, a slingshot. So I don't know if you could see the slingshot, but right, it's a little slingshot that he can hold. And let's get out the main attraction for today. Let's take our Bartman figure out of the package. Okay, so he's got his little cable ties holding him in. And here is our Bartman figure. Now, he is a little loose, but he bends at the elbows, his wrists move, you could turn his head, right? His arms go up, his arms go down. He's got a nice little hip swivel, his legs move, and he's got a knee joint as well. Which will be perfect for when we get him on his skateboard. So Bartman, to me, great action figure. Where is this going to live in my display? I have a miscellaneous shelf with some random figures on it, and that's going to be the perfect location for my Bartman action figure. Now, this is probably going to be the only Simpsons character that I have in my display. Like I said, wasn't the biggest fan, but as a child of the 90s, I want to make sure that TV icon Bart Simpson is at least in my display. So the slingshot goes into his hand pretty well. You can kind of simulate him holding that bow and arrow. Let's see how he stands on this skateboard. There's a peg there. I was never the best at balancing figures on, getting them to stand right. But let's put them on the stand. Let's get a 360 spin of the Bartman. Not much to this figure, right? Not much. Very, very simple, but I think it does the trick. So tell me what you think in the comments about our Bartman figure. And are you going to be adding any Simpsons to your display? Let me know in the comments. Retro here, signing out. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my first of many action figure unboxings.